Good morning, students. I am Kamal Nath. I welcome you in my class of English. Student, we are going to start a new and interesting chapter, that is a poem, Friends and Flatterers. This poem is composed by William Shakespeare, very well and renowned and very respectable name in the world of literature. Worldwide famous poet, playwright, dramatist, writer, William Shakespeare. Many of you, and I think all of you, must have heard this name. In the way you must have read some stories, some play, some poems. William Shakespeare was born on 26 April 1564 at Stratford upon Avon, that is a place in England. He died on 23rd April 1616. As he was a very great personality, very just well-known personality, let's know something more about his life. Student, William Shakespeare is considered the greatest playwright and poet of all time. Not only when he wrote, when he existed, but even today he is quite contemporary, and in every just field of literature he is well known and respected. The plays he wrote more than 400 years ago dominate the world's theatre even today. Means in the world's theatre, in every part of the world theatre, today the drama that is enacted, the play that is enacted by different artists, they are still well known, very popular, very relevant. His 154 sonnets, known as the Shakespearean sonnet, that was a specialized sonnet in a great style, in a personal style. It was created by Shakespeare. That's why it is known as Shakespearean sonnet. Is so impressive and famous even today. His sonnets include everything from pain and death to desire, wisdom and happiness. Let's know about the poem, my dear. Here, the poem that is Friends and Flatterers. Today, I am going here to content about the very third stanza, the beginning, first third stanzas. That is here what you must have opened the book. You may see the first stanza is, everyone that flatters thee. Everyone that flatters thee. Flatters means when someone tells the words exaggerating, appreciating you. They are not appreciating, admiring you truly, sincerely. They are sycophant, and that's why they are buttering you. Thee means you. Thee is the word that means you. Everyone that flatters thee is no friend in misery. That friend is not your friend when you are in sad times, in bad times, in miserable times. Words are easy like the wind. Faithful friends are hard to find. Their words are easy. Whatever they tell, they appreciate, they admire you, they tell great words for you. That is like a wind, changeable. Any time that changes. According to the situation, they change their words. Like the wind changes the direction. They go and come and change their direction anytime. Like are the words of your just false friends. They are called flatterers. They are coming, they are buttering us so that they can gain the favor. They can win the favor. Every man will be thy friend, whilst thou hast wherewith to spend. But if a store of crowns be scant, no man shall supply thy want. When you are wealthy, when you are prosperous, you are rich, you have every means, they will be Your friends, they will be with you. They will praise you. The moment the things are gone, you become poor, you have no means, they will not be in your favor, they will not be with you. If that one be prodigal, if you are generous, bountiful, they will call him, they will him call. Then they will appreciate you, they will tell you you have a great heart. And with such like flattering, they will flatter you like telling, pity but he were a king. Alas, if you were a king, means they will tell you, you are like a king. You have a great heart. You are so generous like a king. Just only to win your favor. They are not your true friends. So, the poem tells here that the poem Friends and Flatterers tells us that our true friends are not those who praise us in good times, but those who help us in times of need or grief. When you are in miserable condition, you are in the time of peril, you are suffering, you are sick, your true friends can never leave you. They will feel the pain you feel. They will weep if you weep. And so, they can never leave you. They will try to console you, to relieve you in all the ways they can. They can do anything to bring happiness, joy. And they can be only your true friends, not the flatterers who are admiring all the time. Even you have merits and you have demerits, they only appreciate you. When you are rich, when you have means, you are prosperous, your pocket is full, they will appreciate you. And when you face the bad times, the times of sorrow, they will be no more with you. They will leave you. So a word that is here, a friend in need is friend indeed. You must have heard. The friend who is a friend when you are in need is only your true friends. So students, let's see here something more that is here. Question that is here in the beginning part, some questions we are discussing on the part that I have discussed today. You can see the exercise, and in exercise you have been given that one here, questions, few questions that you have here in the beginning on basis of this. Words are easy like the wind. This is the line extracted from the poem. Whose words are being referred to? Whose words are being referred to? The line that is here, words are easy. Whose words are being referred to? In what sense are they easy? The words of flatterers or false friends. They are not your true friends. Flatterers, they are called flatterers. They are flattering. They are sycophanting. And that's why they are flatterers. They are buttering you. So the words of flatterers or false friends are referred here in this poem. They are easy in their nature as the wind changes its direction anytime. Their words are not true, not stable, but they flatter someone to win the favor. But at the time of peril, they turn their face. They will be no more seen before you. They will be no more your friends. Next question is, if words are easy, what is hard? What is hard? If it is very hard to find a true and faithful friend, that is difficult. And we have to choose, we have to identify, we have to distinguish between a flatterer and a true friend, a faithful friend. By their nature, we can see, we can know, we can feel. So it is very hard to find a true and faithful friend who can help us and maintain friendship in every situation, in every condition. When you are laughing, they will enjoy. If you will weep, they will weep. If you are sad, they will be sad. If you are in distress, they will be restless. So this is what the sign, identification of a true friend, a faithful friend. You can see here some more questions. That is, how can we distinguish between a true friend and a false friend? How can we distinguish between a true friend and false friend? That is, flatterer. A true friend always help us in all the time of peril and grief. When you are in great difficulty, surrounded by different kinds of troubles, your true friend will be truly with you, will try your best to share your grief, your sorrow, your trouble, and will try to solve it. If we are happy, they are happy. Your true friends will always be happy in your happiness. If we are sad, they truly feel sad. If you feel sad, they will also feel sad. Our true friends never leave us under any circumstances. But our false friends change their mood and words when we fall in trouble. These are what here the two different characteristics to identify, to distinguish between a true friend, a faithful friend, and a foe, an enemy, a flatterer. These were what the differences. And we all know, you too have this here quality. You have this criteria how you can find who is your true friend and who is a flatterer, who is false friend. You should avoid. Them. You should not trust. You should not really believe. So this is what here a poem composed by William Shakespeare. I am sure that you must have understood it. And in the next part of the poem, next day I shall discuss. Thank you very much. Thank you, students.